And good morning. Hello, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 1502. It is Tuesday. We've got a rainy day, which I'm okay. It's much needed. We need the rain. We got a bunch of rain last night. We got some storms roll through, some thunder and lightning. A nice summer rain. I like a nice summer storm without the tornadoes. So we had a nice little summer storm last night. I like today's rain. It's dreary and it's consistent rain. It's not pouring. It's not spitting and misting, sprinkling. It's just a consistent, soft rain. I like a soft, consistent rain. Hopefully my garden does too. Looks like I've got some weeds out here. My wife's like, look at that weed. And I'm like, that's code for go pull that weed. So I'll get to that today. Happy Tuesday. Good rain. We need it. Means I don't have to water the garden. My garden's coming along. I haven't talked much about my garden. My garden is coming along. In fact, I put the rabbit barrier fencing up. So I actually have lettuce and peas and dill. I didn't realize rabbits eat dill because I didn't put up a rabbit barrier fence last year. And the rabbits devoured my lettuce, my celery, my peas. And my dill did really bad last year. And I don't know why. It's like dill's like a weed. Like you shouldn't struggle growing dill. But I did last year. Well, I found out early, like shortly after I planted my garden, I see a bunny up in my cucumber box. And I'm like, surely they're not eating cucumber or dill. Oh, sure enough, this one rabbit ate one entire dill plant. So second rabbit barrier fence went up, and now everything is doing well. So in fact, my lettuce, when I go check my garden, I'll pull a leaf off and eat it just like a rabbit does. So maybe if it's not raining around lunchtime, maybe I'll have a garden salad. Maybe I'll just go pull some lettuce out of my garden and eat that for lunch. I do need a little detox from. I've been eating kind of shitty lately, and I think that goes with lack of sleep. I think when we have lack of sleep, it affects our, appetite, diet. And I think I'm turning into a night person because yesterday I was exhausted yesterday. Like everything from the weekend caught up, like just going full bore every day last week, the card show at the Alliant on Saturday. Sunday. I got right up on Sunday morning, did this. I slept in, but I did this. And then I, shipped all freaking day. And Monday, did I do a live? Wait, what the day? Today's Tuesday. I did a live Sunday night. Then I woke up early yesterday morning, shipped all day yesterday. So I was like freaking exhausted. And I was like, I don't know, like it's around dinner time. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay awake until 8. And it's like 9. So I'm gonna sidebar here for a second. So my wife turns on a new show, The Waterfront, and I've seen I haven't heard a lot about it, but I've seen clips every once in a while. I'll see maybe a blurb about it. I didn't know what the name of the show was. I've just seen the characters on various videos, and I'm like, oh, what's this? The Waterfront. I'm like, oh, I haven't heard of it, but I know of it, I guess. It's really good. It's really good. It's got the guy that played the main detective in Mindhunter. He's the main character, the patriarch of this family. Who else is in it? He might be the only name that's in the show. But it was really, so I got kind of caught up in that, and it's like it's getting close to 9:00, and I'm like, I'm definitely going to bed at 9. And didn't happen because I was watching this show, and then I go to bed and I'm like, I'm gonna fall asleep. No, tossing and turning. I don't know what time I went to bed, but here we are. I'm still tired, but we'll power through. I've got eBay Live. That'll wake me up this morning. eBay Live at 10 a.m. Central. We're taking requests. I've got more stuff, more of the cards that I pulled on Saturday. I also, I'm yawning. And also, I had to clean up this room. You see, there's not boxes all over the floor. So I was cleaning the room up yesterday as well. And when I do that, I'm putting boxes away, and I'm pulling out other boxes because it's like, okay, now what? And I found a Nolan Ryan box. I've had some people request Nolan Ryan in the lives, and I found another box. Found a basketball box that I was going through last night, and then another box that should have some decent stuff. We'll throw on eBay Live later today, and then tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central, is WNBA Women's Basketball Wednesday, which has been. I just figured people come into the room and just want baseball, basketball, football. I kind of ignore all the other sports. And then it's like, do you have any of this? Do you have any of this? Do you have any of this? And I'll test it out. Like, do you have any wrestling? And I'll see how things go. And if only one person wants it, well, it's a dud. Okay, we're not going to do any more wrestling. But sometimes there's a bidding war, and it's like, oh, okay. And soccer, like I have a lot of people. So I picked up soccer at the card show on Saturday. Names that, that I know and that most people know. Ronaldo, Messi. Who else? Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland didn't sell that well. Everybody wanted Messi and Ronaldo. I had a Landon Donovan that was, I think, in my quarter box. And that ended up going for like $7 or $8. I'm like, oh, maybe I should dig out, because I have like a soccer box. I think I have a bunch of color that maybe if I find that, we'll put that on. So that's what I did yesterday. What's over here? So there you go. I don't have obviously you can see from the title, I don't have a topic today. I sat here and I'm like, what am I going to talk about today? And I'm like, I don't know. Just no topic. Hobby evolution. That's our topic. Let's go to the chat. Probably going to be a short one today, so I can get. I should make it a short one today because I still have to schedule my eBay Live for this morning. That's one thing that it's still a weakness, scheduling out and getting all that. Brian's here. What's going on? Good morning. Mark, what's going on? He's on time. Card show prep isn't fun. It is kind of a chore. It is a chore. And when I returned to setting up at card shows in 20, I guess it would have been 2020. It was right before COVID. And I set up at one card show and then poof, card shows are done for a while. But it was fun because I hadn't set up at a card show I did one when I first moved to Wisconsin down in Peoria. So I think it had been 6 years, 2014 to 2020. It had been 6 years since I set up at a card show, and that was kind of a one-off, and I hadn't set up probably 5 years before that. Probably like 2009 was the last time. So it was fun. It was like a return. It's been 6 years. It's kind of fun. And then fast forward to we come out of COVID. I start the Madison Card Show. Man, I'm sorry. I'm just super tired. In April of 2021. And it was like I was sleeving every quarter card. And I bet I had 50,000 cards. Because I bought multiple cases of penny sleeves and penny sleeved all of them. And it took forever. It's like, do you penny sleeve your, like, people ask that don't come to the shows, how do you handle your quarter boxes? Do you put them in top loaders? Do you put them in sleeves? And I'm like, I put them in whatever I get them in. So if they're not sleeved, they don't get sleeved in the quarter box. If they are sleeved, they stay in the sleeve. If they're top loaded, I take them out of the top loader. Because sometimes I'll do dollar boxes. Dollar boxes are top loaded or in card savers. That's the differentiator. Quarter boxes are penny sleeved or no penny sleeved. Now, if I were to do dime boxes, those would be not penny sleeved. Quarter boxes would be penny sleeved. And there you go. So now it's like, it's now I understand where Mark's coming from when he says card show prep isn't fun. It's not. And I'm in that boat where it's like, God, I hate prepping for card shows. And I don't even have to prep that much because I don't have to price. I don't have to like get inventory organized. I just pick up a box, but I've got to bring fresh stuff. And that's the pain. Like when I need to get fresh stuff, I've got to go through box after box after box. I've got, okay, football, basketball, baseball. If I do soccer and hockey, all that. So, but I don't think I'll be doing another card show until August. I'm out. Well, we only have 1 week left in June. I'm not doing any shows this weekend. I'm not doing any shows in July as a dealer. And then I think the next show I'll do is Janesville, which Janesville is basically the only show I'm doing now. And, you know, I'm okay with that. You know, I don't know. I love the Kane County show, but just based on all the time and the return, like I'd rather just stay home unless I need inventory and then I'll go down. But kind of one of those things. So it's kind of Janesville's kind of the only show I'm doing. George, what's going on? Good evening to you. Philly Joe's in the house. Good morning. Christian says, really need that rain to cut the temp in Michigan. Send it on. It's coming your way. It's cut our temperature. I think yesterday we were in the mid 90s and today it's going to be upper 70s. So it's still humid. Obviously it's raining, so it's humid. We're getting some of that corn sweat. Hey, that corn's rising. We're starting to get some corn sweat. But still humid. But I think it's significantly, it's also 7 a.m. So where are we at? Oh, did we get an NBA trade? The Boston Celtics have traded Drew Holiday to the Trailblazers for Anthony Simons and 2 second-round picks. We've got the NBA draft tomorrow night. I have a feeling probably not many people in here care about the NBA draft. I love the NBA draft, even though I don't watch the NBA. It's 72 right now with a high of 81 today. That's nice. That's good summer weather. I mean, I love the 90s, but I'll take it 81. I'll definitely take the rain. But the NBA draft is tomorrow night. I love the NBA draft. My first memory of the NBA draft was 1993. And I've told this story before. My neighbor would, I didn't have cable. So my neighbor would tape on VHS, tape record, mostly wrestling for me. And I was a paper boy. So they always gave us extra papers, like 2 or 3 extra papers for our route. And we were supposed to use them to entice customers, like a freebie, like a week free. Like, here, you get a paper, and they're like, oh, I like what's in this newspaper. I'm going to subscribe. So I would always take one of those, and I gave it to my neighbor in exchange for VHS tapes of wrestling and, in 1993, the NBA draft. So I remember and I watched that NBA draft over and over. You know, I can still hear David Stern walking out announcing Chris Webber as the number 1 overall pick, and a trade with between the Warriors and the Magic, because the Magic had the number 1 overall pick to Chris Webber, and of course they flip-flopped, exchanged picks. Penny Hardaway went to Orlando. Chris Webber went to Golden State. So I've always loved the NBA draft, even when I don't follow the NBA, but I do watch college basketball. So. But again, like, I haven't watched as much college basketball. Like, obviously I know most of us know Cooper Flagg at Duke. He's going to be the number 1 overall pick. Dylan Harper, likely going to be the number 2 overall pick, which I did pull a couple of his first Bowman Chromes out of a dollar box this weekend. I'm like, this will do well on eBay Live. And then after that, it's like, And so like, I probably won't be this year's draft, in my opinion, seems pretty weak. Especially from a name standpoint. Like, I don't know. So, but I'll still watch it. New this year, is this the first year they've done I'm pretty sure it's the first year they've done a 2-day event. And I'm pretty sure it's the first time they've done a Wednesday night draft. It's always been a Thursday, and they do first and second round on Thursday night. So I'm pretty sure this is the first year for both a Wednesday night and two-day affair for the NBA draft. It's always been on one night on Thursday. And the second round, like, what are the ratings going to be on the second round? Like, does anybody watch I don't even really watch the second round. I also go to bed early. So, I used to go to bed early. But I do. Oh, I have an eBay Live tomorrow night. It's Basketball Wednesday. So I'll have I'll have the NBA draft on as we're auctioning off WNBA cards. Max says, Mark, what don't you like about card show prep? I like it all. Best part is stickering up. Oh my God, you're a glutton for punishment. See, I don't like any of that. That's like, that would be my least favorite part, is stickering up. Yeah, I hate it all. Like, I hate all of card show prep. I love the card show. I hate the prep. George says, I wish I could inhale that weed. Rabbits like weed. Peter Puffer Cottontail. Peter's in the house. Speaking of Peter, there he is. Cooter's here. Good morning. Mindhunter was a nice series. I did. I wish they would have kept it going. I'm bummed that they didn't continue the story. Peter says, I'm reading a novel and it means acorn coffee. Is this something you've heard of or tried in addition to your mushroom coffee? Acorn coffee? I have no idea what acorn coffee is. I've never tried it. Don't even know what it is. I've never heard of acorn coffee. Keating. Oh, yes. By the way, that 70s card show has a new video up. Just as Low Roller Scratcher is putting new videos up, so John Keating returns to the YouTube. Big hobby news. John Keating back on YouTube. Orlando is here. Good morning. George says, so you can mix your dimes into your quarters, but not quarters into dimes, and dollars stand alone. Max says the sorting is the fun part. Halfway through a 5-row already this morning. I've also begun to hate it a long time ago. Sorting is I kind of despise sorting. I kind of dislike all of that back end stuff. Just, I want to sell. The sorting part is, sometimes it's fun. Sometimes, like in the past, like NBA draft, like, oh, I'm going to get some boxes out and sort. And I do enjoy it. But if I have to sort for like a card show, like if I have to do it, I don't like it. If I want to pull a box out, just like, oh, I'm going to put some stuff. Sometimes I do. When I curate lots for eBay Live, I put together some 50 card lots yesterday, and that was fun. So I'm 50-50 on the sorting part. Sorting doesn't, I know for some people, sorting is kind of like an escape, and it's not for me. It's just work for me. Cooter says, given the eBay Live success, do you still see setting up in shows as a worthwhile effort? Yes and no. Yes, because it allows me to buy. It allows me, for a show like Kane County, it gives me a 2-hour head start on the general public for buying, because gates open at 9 at that show. Janesville, I'm already, as soon as I get there, there's already customers walking the floor. Same with like the Madison show at the hotel. So from a setting up point, no. Like as a seller, no. But it's from a buying standpoint. Like in Janesville, I was hoping to do $100. Like my goal was $100, which for like I can do that in a few minutes on eBay Live. So obviously I wasn't there to sell. In fact, and I talked about this in the Janesville Card Show review, my table wasn't even set up until like 9:30, and there were people walking the floor as early as 7:30, 8 o'clock. In fact, one of my regular customers says, "Hey, you haven't set up yet, but can I open up a box and go through?" I'm like, "Yeah, you can open up all the boxes. That actually helped me out if you want. I'll be out there in a little bit." So, is it worthwhile? Yes, but from a buying standpoint, not from a selling standpoint, because especially now with eBay Live, like I've got to buy inventory on a much faster basis. And now I'm sourcing all over the place. I'm sourcing on online platforms from, I bought a bunch of stuff from Christian. I think it'll be delivered today. Buying stuff off Facebook Marketplace, card shows, card shops. So I'm buying a lot more. So it's also worthwhile to network and build those connections, because especially when it comes to buying, like networking is the number one. It's number one to sourcing good inventory. So overall, yes, setting up at card shows is a worthwhile effort. But I've always been picky with which card shows I set up at, and I've never been like a weekend warrior where I set up every weekend at card shows. Like that's never been me. I never wanted to do that. Dare I say I'll never do that. But Janesville, I'll always set up at Janesville. And then some of the other shows, it just kind of depends. It just kind of depends on my schedule and where I'm at. TD Sports Card says, "Good morning, all of you Conseco collectors. Mark says I have to price 250 to 300 vintage slabs and then pull raw stars to price. And this time I'm dropping off another large sub to Fred Morris. It's free to drop since I'm meeting up with him." Nice. Oh, Greg Morris. Like Fred Morris? Never heard of him. Greg Morris. Heard of him. Tigers, what's going on? Good morning. Prepping is work. I agree. Learning that now. Bought a large collection and setting up at first show ever in Appleton next month. Very cool. I didn't realize you were in Wisconsin. I thought you were in Michigan. George, what's going on? We already got some corn on the stalks out here. Humid as all F. See, it's that corn sweat. It's already sweating. Max says drafts suck. Boring opinions from washed athletes. See, and I love it. See, Max and I, the world is right again. Max and I disagreeing on every point. Philly Joe, if we don't collect Conseco, we don't get a good morning. Christian says, I have a case of beer. Bet that Jace Richardson is a first-round pick. Go green. Very nice. TD says, LOL, Philly Joe. Orlando says, humidity is normal in South Florida, and so is 90-degree weather, but I'm used to it. I love it. I wish we had more of it up here. Mark says, organizing and pulling eBay slabs and pricing with vintage eye appeal is so important. Max says, stickering up, you're making money. Stickering down, you're losing. I like money, so means to an end. Yeah. Well, shipping also means I'm making money, and I fucking hate that. It's like, God damn. I filled 3 tubs. I think the most I've ever filled is 2, and I filled 3, and they were all 3 overflowing. That's a pain in the ass, but means I made a lot of money. George eats acorn jelly. It's a Korean traditional food thing, and honestly, it's amazing. I've never heard of that either. There's something therapeutic for me to sorting. Therapy, that's the word I was looking for earlier. Yeah, every once in a while, I get that, but for the most part, it's just work. George says, if I have to work, I don't like it. If I can do it when I want to do it, then I love it. And I think that's what it is. If it's on my terms, it's therapeutic and I enjoy it. But if I have to do it for a card show, It's work, and I don't want to do it. I'm with you, George. Max says, goal is to sort 3-5 rows today. Going to be a challenge. Max says, George, you're starting to sound like an American again. Max, I'm trying to adjust so the reverse culture shock doesn't hit as hard when I visit. There you go. Barton, good morning. What's going on? TD says, it's always fun when you buy a collection and sort. You find some unique cards and main Hall of Famers and you smile. That's the fun part of sorting. When you buy a collection and sort it out. I've been working on. I've got a couple collections that I'm working on. One is, I think it's in my email. Hey, speaking of, I am selling my quarter boxes for $25 a box. You got to be local. I'm not shipping, so that's the only caveat. So if you're interested and you're local, you can come to Madison. Is it in here? I bet it's in here. Hit me up. I know Sal Dougie hit me up. We're gonna meet up this week at the storage unit. Crap. I thought it was emailed to me. So yeah, $25 a box. I put it on Facebook Marketplace. I've had a few people inquire. I think I'm meeting up with somebody tonight. No, that's not it. Bear with me here. I know I've got it on my phone, but it's just going to be way more easier. June 10th. Would it have been that long ago? Oh, yeah, probably was. Talk amongst yourself. No, that's not it. Just going to go through my email. Oh, that's not it. Oh, here's an email from Christian. We talked on Facebook. Yeah, see, sometimes I don't see. I'm seeing it for the first time on email. I get a lot of emails that get lost. I guess I would say if you want to email me, email MadisonCardShow.com or MadisonCardShow@gmail.com because there's not as many emails. So it's not in there. I don't think he sent it to them. Maybe he did send it to the Madison Card Show site. It was. Shoot, it was. Okay, so I got to change emails. It was Madison Card Show. That's probably why I had him send it there was because I don't see. So basically the set that I'm wearing, we've agreed on a price now. It's just we've got to get a time to meet up. But so he's got long boxes. Long boxes are like 800 count boxes. And let me see what the long boxes were. That was Friday, right? Yeah, that one wasn't. Okay, here 26 like 800 count boxes. 2 of them are vintage football cards from the 70s along with 2023 football. About 1.5 boxes are made up entirely of hollows, hypers, variants, and prisms. Pretty much everything except CJ Stroud. For baseball, we have 1 box mostly filled with Griffey and Jeter, but also featuring Ichiro, Pujols, Ripken, Frank Thomas, and Tony Gwynn. mostly from the early 2000s, around 700 cards. The rest of the boxes are filled with cards from roughly 2000 to 2004, which is pretty good. And then he's got I think 2 1978 top sets. One's incomplete. But I think it's only missing like 2 commons. The 79 set is missing 4 commons. Some of them are slabbed. 82 tops is missing 2 commons. 83 tops is complete. Boggs, Gwynn, Sandberg are all slabbed. 84 to 89 complete sets. All right. Hey, here's the breakdown. So 2 sets. One of the sets is missing the Paul Molitor rookie. The other is 100% complete. It's got a Reggie Jackson PSA 8, a Rod Carew PSA 6, Paul Molitor PSA 6, George Brett PSA 6, Nolan Ryan PSA 8, and the Eddie Murray rookie is a PSA 6. What was and I think that I can't remember what the 83s were, but anyway, so we've agreed on a price, and we just got to find a time to meet up. Max says, nothing has changed, George. People still want handouts. Everybody hates each other because they think differently. It's an amazing place if you turn CNN off, or Fox News or MSNBC or ABC or any other news channel. Tiger727 says, I'm in Michigan driving down there. It's about 2 hours from me. Gotcha. Very cool. What is email? I love email, and I hate it at the same time. I love email because it's the easiest way to communicate, because some people use Facebook, some people use Instagram, some people use Twitter, some people use text. Some people still are old-fashioned and make a phone call. Don't phone call me. It'll just go to voicemail, and then I'll text you back. George says, send it to the email that doesn't have 324,000 unread. Yeah, so it's down to 129,000. I don't know how it's down because I didn't delete anything. I think it just stopped adding. I'm at 141,211, George. Got some catching up to do. TD says, I'd buy all your quarter boxes, but I'm 8 to 8.5 hours away. Yeah, so if you want to make a road trip, come on out. George says, the 1 million unread email project is just around the corner. Red light is here. What did I miss? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. Tracy, good morning. Glad to be watching live. Welcome back. Max says, nope, just Anderson Cooper and CNN. Yeah, okay, right. John says, I use my glare to communicate most effectively. And that guy that cried during the election coverage. So that's what I had for today. I need to get my eBay Live set up. Maybe try to get get coffee made. Wake my ass up. All right. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Visit my eBay store, 99centcards.com. eBay Live coming up this morning, 2 hours away. I'll be live on eBay taking requests 10 a.m. this morning, Central Time. Have a great day. I'll see you in 2 hours.